Hello, my loves. It is What You Whippin' On Wednesday. Woo-hoo. I'm here. Skirt. Dadgummit. It's something o'clock right now, and yeah, here I am. I am Jax. I am here today to show you if I whip the faux out of some stuff. And I may have, and I may have not. We will talk. I got definitely whips. I got an acquisition to show that I'm so excited. And just a few things, got a little tips and tricks to talk about. And I put something on the hook that it's a duplicate, and it's gonna become a thing, I think, for me at least. All right, so let's get into it. What you whipping on? See, I feel silly when I'm recording doing my antics because I'm doing them to myself, but it's for y'all. All right, so I got the handy dandy notebook. These pens. Can we talk about pens? Pens and bags. I am a hook-a-ho. These are erasable. See this little thing right here? That's an eraser. These are fire. One of the villagers. They're called Fricks. X-I-O-N. Friction Pilot. I also have the clicky ones. Clicky. But these ones, they're like felt tip. Queen, love them. So I have my notes, so let's do this. Let's talk about whips first, because tomorrow is Thirsty Thursday. And what's on Thursdays, you say? What's on Thursdays, you say? Let's get it lauded. Let's get it lauded in here. It's luck of the draw, for those of you that don't know what lauded is. Luck of the draw. This is put on and being hosted by Mama Swift. My wonder twin. Originator was Nan's Next Knots. She created this for us to get rid of our scrap-tasticness during the Rona. So here's my this week's. These are all 100% cotton. The look, the feel of cotton. Yeah, I'm on one today, you guys. Just bear with me. I'll stop. But I'm using the Premier Cotton Sprouts. Let me get. Oh, here. Solo cup. Water. While we wait, we hydrate. Thank you, Stale Cracker, because you have to hydrate while you wait. Okay, so this week's de colores. All of the colors. This is this one right here, the gray, and this is my main color right here. But I have my gray, and I did her. Oh, hold on, I can go back a little. Let me go back a little. Okay, so this is what I got so far. This is, I call her. It doesn't really matter. The front or back still looks good. But this is, I've been calling this piece Rogue One, because I went rogue. Mama Swift, she spokalized on the phone. I'm gonna use Sandra's words all day long. I love it. Spokalized. We spokalized it over the phone, and I was like, okay, I got it. And over here, I peaked when I should have started with a valley. So mine looks different than hers. So fuzzy of the butt. I am not frogging it. We're too far in. Every time she tells me, frog it, rip it. But I didn't. I just rogue one and kept going because I was like, you know what? It still looks good. It looks good. It looks good, and it's for the house. So here we go. So there's this. I just finished that, and I'm all set up for and waiting for tomorrow. But that's what I've got so far. You can see 1, 2, 5, 10. We're on week 8. Yes, I can count. But that's what I got so far. That's how my color story is happening. And boy, this is gonna be so good. Ooh, let me just rub her and pat her and rock her a little. Yeah, this is for the house. Cause this is my cotton sprouts this is so good. But yeah, so this is Farmhouse Chevron. And the reason why Mama Swift calls it Farmhouse is because in the peak, you have a puff V-stitch. They're easy for me to say. Puff V-stitch goes in the point, like in the Farmhouse Granny Square. It has the the popcorn, or no, I mean, sorry, puff stitch V's in the corners. So she made that into a chevron. But yeah, and we've got a little, there, look at all them. Look at all those frogging ends. I'm a put micro fringe. I'm gonna put fringe. It's for the house, I don't care. But anyway, so that's what I got so far. She gonna, and we only have 2 weeks left, so this is probably gonna be a blanket that goes this way. Shh, don't tell. Or I'll just take it, and if I wanna make it this big long one, you know, I'll just repeat it. I'll repeat the numbers. I'll go back to week 1 and start over. Okay, so there's that one. That's luck of the draw. Through week 8, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., bright and shiny, send Mama Swift coffee and the things so she can put up our things. Get on, girl. And then we'll have our week number 9. 9, I'm fine. Oh, it is so hot, people. What the hell's fire? Brimstone. I'm surrounded by it. I can't even go outside. It's so hot. And the smoke. I'm like, wait a minute. It's daytime. And it didn't look like daytime. Sorry, it's so hot. I even have the AC on. I get hot flash. You know I just like to whip it. So watch us whip. Watch us go crochet. Watch us whip. Watch us go. I messed that up and hit the table. Have you seen those guys? They do the country line dances with the fans. Love it. Okay, so now what's next? Oh, let's talk about the shh, I got a secret project going on. So last year, my baby girl, my niece, Brittany, I call her Britty Sant. She is one of the hun bunnies. She's one of the honey bunnies. We call her Bun. She got married. And for her and Lucas, oh, I love my boy, I made them a blankie. And it was so perfect. The color palette, everything. And you guys, if you've been here for a while, you'll remember because I used all-in-one granny and bitty stripes to make Wildflower Oasis. And so we have a, shh, no, don't tell. They don't watch my channel, so I can tell y'all. Lexi's husband, his brother, so that would be would he be my son-in-law too? I will take Caleb as my son-in-law. So love, Mr. Lover. I do that to him all the time. His name's Caleb. And his new bride-to-be, we call her Titi, and her name is Kelly. They're getting married. I'm so happy. So I decided to make them, and I swear Wildflower Oasis is gonna become an heirloom blanket for me. Because the the story that goes behind the sections of Wildflower are so perfect for a new couple that is creating their garden together. So anyway, this is where I am so far. I am just about to start the sidewalk section. This is the fountain. I believe one called this the fountain section. And Lub actually is a big time fisherman. He is an angler and he is always in the water. So here I have so far. So I did all these beautiful blues and the little, I don't know what you call that, aqua? I don't know. It's baby snuggle, so I don't know. But so pretty, so pretty. See, there's like lots of texture. You can see the little poop corns. Hold on, I'm trying to get to a good angle. There's poop corns and this beautiful thing here. And then I got these beautiful things here. And now I'm about to go into the sidewalk, and that'll be, you know, of course, shades of gray. And so stay tuned. I'll show you guys as I'm making this. Again, Wildflower Oasis. It was a crochet along that Juan the Yarn Addict did last year. And I absolutely love this blanket. So, okay, so now put that over there. You sit there. You just sit right there and be good. Hydrate. Nothing better than just ice cold water. You can tell who I've been watching today with the water. Okay, so let's look. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. So in my handy dandy urban yarn, hello yarn lovers. I gotta find my other bag. It says no undergarments required. I have the t-shirt too. It's Urban Yarn. If you don't know Gary, get over there. He's got good swag too. All right, so y'all, I showed you last week that I did some more work. This is in the little ball sack. Oh shit, I'm attaching. Don't pull. This is, I've also been telling you I'm practicing my Cush knitting, and I made a ball sack. Okay, so in here, we hook us not hose, we get paid. So it's almost to the yellow. So I showed you guys, what's really nice about these ball sacks is you fold it over and you can tighten it down a little bit and it becomes a yarn bowl. Yes, I did do that. So look what I can do. Hold on. Okay, and so this is what I have. It's a Jovi cake that's in there. Oh, don't fall apart. You stay good. So there you can see I'm almost to the lello. Okay, and this is from a pattern from Sishomemade, and it's called Flower Valley. And I made this during a make along with Reggie J Hook, and that story's hilarious. It turned into a, what do we want to call it? It's a shawl blanket. What did I call it the other day? A schlanket? Sanita won it. And it's like drags on the ground. It's so long. I used like that, what is it? Sweet Divinity? And you're supposed to use 2-weight. It was huge. I still told her to frog that. But anyway, okay, so here is, you can see last time I had just started the flowers. So now you can see I've started the little green section down there. A little green section. Yeah, this is so pretty. I'm trying to like, so you can see the negative space. See the little flowers? And then we got all the things. So yeah, this is gonna be gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous, I tell you. I love it. And I put the purple right there. So good. So good. Okay, so I whipped on that a little bit. And then I love this. You just put it right into the center. Put it right into the center and pull it up. Oh. Okay, so that I whipped on a little bit. You know, when you're using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, little baby teacup, with this, what is it, 1-weight yarn? This isn't lace weight. I think it is sport. It's a 1. One pass, it takes forever. So I whip on it a little bit, slap her around a little bit, but I kiss her afterwards. So silly. All right, so we have that one. Let me get luck of the draw out of the way. This is the Cush knitting. I told you about that. Okay, now let's see, what else do we got? I have left, that looks like all I have left to show is my Cush knitting. Yep, I frogged. I had to leave Freddie downstairs. No Frog Zone. Freddie was like, you did what? He gave me a couple uppercuts because I had to frog, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so I took a break and I was working on some Cush knitting. For those of you who don't know, that's just me playing around. I'm on a knitting journey. It's so fun. We're gonna go over to Juan's. He got a new channel. It's Juan Knits, and we're knitting. We're doing the things, stitches. So this one, I just have to make the little drawstring I-cord, but I was playing with color work again. I'm getting better, stitches. I don't have ends sewn in, but I did those yarn over, knit 2 together to make little holes, so I can come back with my little I-cord, little baby ball sack, and put little, oh, let me open. I'm still practicing on my closing. That one, it started to transition into a darker color in the bottom, and it's okay because this is for the house, but you can't see it. Let me see. Can I put? Give me a cake. See, if you put yarn in here, because it's a ball sack. See, here's a little mandala cake. And then that really makes it so you can see better. So you have your little cake, and then I'm gonna have the little drawstring to close it, which my drawstrings double as handles. And then you can see it almost looks like a little star. But then the color started to transition and jacked it up. I was like, dadgummit. You can see all the little offshoots that kind of look like a flower. So again, I'm practicing, putting in work. Yeah, for real. But you can see, look, I did so much better than the last round. I did so good, Stitches. I'm so happy. Yep, so I did that one. But what had happened was, love my Settaloo. What had happened was is my knitting needles, I had to do a thing. So I'm gonna show you that in a minute. So there's that one. And then now this one, I was really being playful. She a big one too. I mean, this one, I just finished it. I mean, it's not even. And then here, I'll show you, you can see how I did the same thing, but I played with some stockinette? No. What is that when you go back and when you do the pearls? So it makes the little garter stitch, because I wanted some stability for when I put the drawstring. Again, just playing with some color work. Playing with some color work. Color work. So this and this are the same, okay? And you can see there's like a crisscross in there, but I switched. So I did the dark on this one, and then I did the light on this one. You know, I switched the colors that I was using, but because, oh, that looks like a little heart. But because of this busy yarn, you can't see, this is supposed to be like a crisscross. But it's coming out like oh, and that was where the fault line was. They look like little hearts. But then when I switched and used the variegated for, you know, this one, what you call it, the negative space is the cream, and then up here the negative space is that variegated Super Saver. And look what it did, you guys. I was like, it's really cool. Fault line. Sorry, fault line. I hate the fault line. But I was like, okay, I can get on board for that. So I'll make my little I-cord little thing, and there's my bottom. I did some garter stitch here to make it, you know, kind of have a little stability, and then did my decreases with my DPNs. So ball sack, big ball sack. Love it. Okay, now I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna get that because I have some tips and tricks stitches. So I'm gonna do that for a second, and there's the tip, there's the trick, and here's the acquisition. Okay, here we go. Trying to get this done so I can get it up, and it's still Wednesday. It's like 9 o'clock. Okay, so like I was mentioning a second ago, I was getting really frustrated because, you know, of the yarns I was pulling, oh, it wanted a 7. I didn't have a 7. And then the 7 I had a really long cord. Well, when I'm making my ball sacks, I like to use the little 16s or the 12s. That's the cord. And because I do it just like you're doing a hat and you go in the round. And then I don't have to do pearls. These are all knit. It's so wonderful. So I did a thing. I went on to Amazon and I found this little shop, and I love what they've got over there. It's called Yarniss, Y-A-R-N-I-S-S. I'll put it'll be in the description. But I found this cute little set. It's got a great little faux leather, very good quality. I thought it was real leather at first, but little leather case. Wait for it, drum roll, dun 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 dun. It is a metal kit, okay, or a set. It goes from the 6mm all the way down to a baby tiny teacup. I can't even see that. Cheese and crackers. Ooh, that's small. 2.5 goes all the way to 2.5. And then what hooked me on this set instead of the other rainbow set were these little guys. because I love a little bar. Now these little bars are really good for socks and for doing small things. And I was like, yes, queen. But okay, so, and this is like faux suede, really nicely made. And look, stitches, there's more. Oh, I wanted to take, let me take it. They are metal, and these ones are black. See, they're metal, very well made. I have used them. I did this ball sack with them. And they glide like butter in jam. No, that doesn't sound right. Hot butter on a hot day? I don't know. It's just real good, real good. Okay, get in there. But what I really liked here, okay, it comes with 4 cables that start with the little, see this little dinky one? I even would have liked the smaller one. But it's got the little dinky one. And what I love about these are not plastic. It's like braided, it reminds me of braided fishing wire. So you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's got this purple casing on it, got me with the purple, but it's like braided wire. It reminds me of braided fishing line. And it's so good. So like I said, it came with, I put my little wire ties on them to keep them from getting crazy, but you know, it goes all the way up to, I think, a 36. So it's got really good cables. Again, love it. One was just talking about it today. You get these wonderful needles, and they have the plastic. These are my likies. And the plastic thing gets all, anyway, warm water. I heard warm water, put it in a bowl of warm water and then kind of pull it a little bit. But you can also pull too hard and it will change the viscosity, not viscosity, that's water. It'll take the integrity of it. So be careful if you're doing that. But what I loved is in my little kit, I have the little where, you know, you can grab, it makes it easier to twist. It's got the little locks. It's got the little extensions. But you guys, stitches, I have never seen this before. And I have a couple kits, don't get it twisted. The little locks, the little end caps, they're metal. All the ones that I've ever gotten, they're plastic and they're flimsy. These are metal and they go onto this. See, it's when they're keepers. It's so, if like I need my needles, but I have still work on it, you do that, or you can turn it into a Tunisian or, you know, whatever. Or if you just need it's like a lock that goes on the end. And I love that it's metal. And you had me at purple. So anyway, got those, love them. I was gonna go back and get some more and I had to just stop it because I wanted to get the big ones because of something. I can see her down there. I'll get to you in a minute, honey. I can see her down there. I needed some 17s, but I only had 15s for something I'm doing that's down there. But I just said, don't you do it. I have to wait. Oh, put it back, put it back. Put it back inside. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week and staying safe. We are surrounded by wildfires up here. And if any of you guys know, I have extreme PTSD about wildfires because my family has lost, we've been a part of a lot of the Northern California fires, and my mom has lost two homes. Well, technically 3 homes because my grandmother's property, our 150-year-old log cabin burnt. But love that. And yeah, so I get real nervous. I'm not sleeping well. Now Leavenworth is on fire. It's you can't go outside. It's terrible. My eyes are burning. But all right, so, and I was showing you, these are some of my favorite little shorties. See the little short barrels? Love the little short barrels. And these are like, they look like, not driftwood, what's that called? On the tip of my tongue. When wood gets like preserved and turns to like stone. Someone put in the description, or put it in the comments, you'll tell me. But anyway, I love these. These are likey. I think someone said that's actually pronounced Luca, like Huga yarn, not Hyga. But I likey my likies. Lucas, whatever, Lykke. But I love that it's like the, yeah, that old wood that's preserved. Now this, I love that so much. Now here is my trick. So I didn't have any knit, it's hard to say, not, I always call it Cush knitting now. It was hard for me to, didn't have any knitting stitch macas that I was real happy with. Now I have tons of these with the little lobster claws, but the lobster claw, this little hook, it gets caught on the yarn and it irritates me and whatever. So I don't like to use those, and I have a crap ton of them. I do have some that I did get gifted from my Bella, and but I can't find them. I had them that month of Sunday, sat in that one little cup, and I was like, I will use you someday over the rainbow. They're the Wizard of Oz, because I'm Galinda. I'm the good witch of the north. And she got those for me, and I was so excited. And no, they got misplaced. But anyway, so I went to searching. My old man, he knows better. I found these little things in his toolbox. So these are plumbing O-rings, and I'll pull out one of the big ones so you can see. It's just a rubber ring, but they are perfect, and they come in all of these sizes. You can see these ones are all in use right now, the little ones, but I use them. I especially like to use these or stitch macas when I'm doing the color work, because what I do is, you know, in between, like these are multiples of 10. So stitch maca, stitch maca, stitch maca, stitch maca. Helps me keep track. Instead of, if I get lost, I only have to find myself in 10 stitches instead of a whole row. So that's what I do. I just put them, you know, throughout my work as I'm casting on. Every 10 stitches, I put a stitch maca on there. Get that? Ooh, ooh. Yeah. So, and then I wanted to use my chuck stitch maca, but again, like I said, it was catching on the yarn and irritating me. So I put the stitch maca on the little O-ring, and then used the O-ring as the stitch maca, because, you know, girl needs decorations. I needed decorations. So that's a little tip trick. And now the next thing I would like to talk to you about is the cast on. I found this new cast on that is divine. Can I tell you again? It is divine. And so what it does, stop that, my duffel tote. My duffel tote. You sit right there, stop falling on the ground. Okay, I'll put you right there. So what I really love about this cast on is the top of it looks like a single crochet. And it's real pretty. I don't know about y'all, but when I do a cast on, I'm trying to get it so you can see it. It looks like a single crochet that goes across the top, 'cause it is. So I saw this video and it popped up on scrolling on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere. I was posting some stuff for you guys, and and the lady, she came on, and you know how they do those little shorts and they don't talk, and they're about 10 seconds, and then if you're not careful, you'll navigate away and then you can't find it. I couldn't find it. So what you do is you get your slip knot on your hook. I don't have any yarn right here. So you get your slip knot on your hook. Let me just, okay, it's tips and tricks day. Okay, slip knot on my hook. Okay, then you get your needle, and I hold it like I'm gonna crochet, okay? And then I go to the back and go around like this, and I do a single crochet. The first one's a little fiddly, so hold the thing. And I do a single crochet and then tighten it down. And then what you do is you take this yarn and take it around the hook and put it to the back and do a single crochet. And that's all you just keep doing. Just take the yarn, put it to the back, single crochet. Take it around, put it to the back, single crochet. I use the same crochet, like this is a 6mm, this is a 6mm. Okay, go around to the back and then single crochet. I'm gonna do it one more time and then I'm gonna show you. Go to the back and then single crochet. And then when I'm done, all I do is I call it the waist stitch. That's usually what I use to yarn over slip stitchy thingy that you do to close the ring. Just pop it back onto your hook or onto your needle and tighten it down. And now you're ready to go. You're ready to go. And look at this beautiful, see, because I'm on camera and I was nervous. It puts a beautiful little chain across the top. Instead, for me, when I do that crazy cast on, or I do the knit cast on, that's the one I do the most because I hate the long tail cast on. That drives me crazy. I can get 100 stitches in and all of a sudden I've ran out of yarn and I didn't make the tail long enough or whatever, and then you just slip here. Now the other one I do is you do it like a knit. I go to knit, and then instead of pulling it off the needle, you make a big old rabbit ear and just slide that onto your hook or onto your needle and pull it down. So that's usually the one I do, is the knit. You just knit, rabbit ear, pop the ear on, tighten it down. That's the one I do until I found this one, and then that was game changer. I was like, game changer, because I love that little finishing thing that it does. So there's your trick. There's your tips and tricks. I love that. Oh, I got another one. Let me show you. Okay, so this was there was a lady that popped on. And I was like, how cool is she? So let me get one of these. So sometimes, and they're not on all of them. They're not on all of them, but I see them on many of them. So on your your interchangeables, there is a little hole. And usually you stick your key in there and that's to tighten it. But sometimes there's another little hole, or you can even use that hole. Okay, you can see the hole right there. You take thread and you put the thread in there. Now that part I had to use a thread, I used a threader to get it in there, and you pull it through and then you tie it, right at the base of the thing. You tie it on there, and then as you're knitting, it's pulling that string through your work. What does that do, Stitches? It puts in your lifeline. It puts in the lifeline. You just knit, and as you're knitting along, as the needle goes through the work, it's threading that lifeline through your work. And then, okay, I've got enough. So every time you go, it just follows along with your cord as you're going along. The lifeline follows you. Take that tip and put it in your pocket. Smoke it. That was like game changer for me, because I don't know about y'all, but with not quite knowing as well as I would like to the anatomy of the knit stitches, whenever I have to tink, which tinking is like frogging, it's knitting backwards, so you take you're frogging it out. So when I tink, I'll put the needle back in the thing, and then I pull it out to the next one and pull it out to the next one and pull it out, and it's the loop is always backwards, and I have to take the loop off and put it back on correctly. Well, anyway, that being said, when you take your darning needle and you thread through along your string, that to me is a pain in the tuchus. But not more than a pain than having a frog back and then trying to get everything back on your needles again. It never fails. I'll frog back and one will slip, and then I'm still trying to learn how to use the crochet hook and pull that drop stitch back up. It always looks wonked. It's always looked wonky. It's wonked out. Wonk, wonk, wonk. But that was game changer. So the next ball sack that goes on, which now that I've got my things, I can do it properly with the yarn I want to use. I have the right size needle now. So I was really excited to learn all of these tips and tricks in the last couple of days. It's been fantastic. But so I was pointing to her down here, and I can't show you yet, but I can show you the yarn I'm using and a sneak peek, because he sneak peeked it. No, I won't. But I have my Bernat Forever Fleece, and this This green is so pretty. It is, oh, it's sage. But anyway, it's real pretty light green. And I have my big old chunkers. These are my favorites. Although I wish that the cables were like those stainless steel ones. These plastic, anyway, these are my Knitter Pride. And these were the ones he called for the 17s, but I only had 15s. So I'm just doing it anyway. But you guys, this pattern is so good. I can't even show you. I can't even show you yet. Next week, you'll see next week. Juan did sneak peek it on midweek, the midweek live today. So go over, look, he showed a little tiny triangle of it. It's an asymmetrical wrap with big chunky yarn, because you know we like the chunky yarn because it works up fast. But when you're first being a new knitter, don't try to use sock weight yarn when you're trying to learn. That's what deterred me when I first tried 20 years ago. And then we had a challenge a couple of years ago it was the Double Dog Dare, let's knit a blanket together. And I did, hold on, pause, because she's right here. And I call it the Neapolitan blankie, but it is Mama in a Stitch. This is made out of Forever Fleece as well. And this is my blankie. It was the very first blankie I knitted. And let's see which way. Is that this way? This way. Yes, this way. And there's a lot of mistakes in it, but I did the thing. I did the thing. There are some mistakes. Don't even hate. Participate. But so I did that. And using the big chunky yarn with big needles, I finally started, it clicked. It clicked what the difference between, like when you're looking at it and you get lost. It clicked to, oh, that's a purl. Oh no, that's a knit. You know, and these are those, and this is where I learned to do the yarn over knit two together to make that little hole. And it makes a perfect place for your cincher on your bag. But yeah, so, you know, like I said, there's a lot of mistakes in it, but this was my first one, and I did that. And that's what really started to give me the bug. And then I just finished another blanket. It's literally just stockinette. But what I love about Mama in a Stitch is she does, the way she does garter stitch across the bottom. And then as you're doing it, you do, you know, garter stitch in the first 10 stitches or 8 stitches or whatever, how on each end, and it does the border as you go. Did you see that, stitches? Did you see it? Hold on, I'll show you. See, so you see how this is a big thing of garter stitch, but as you go up the side, see, it makes a border. So good. Done and done. Love it. Mama in a Stitch. She's got really good knitting patterns that are really easy to follow. So yeah, that gave me the bug. Like I said, I just finished one for TJ for graduation. I used an anniversary cake, and it be still, my heart go pitter patter. I go into his room and he's snuggled up like a little kid, all tucked up with his blankie. I love it, love it, love it. So yeah, I think that's, oh, the elephant in the room down there. Freddie's gonna crack me one. Okay, so do you guys remember what was in the love bag? I frogged it. This was the Mama Swift textured C2C. I frogged it. See, this is that pink. I was crop dusting. I was cherry picking the colors out of Mandala Sparkle Cakes. I didn't want any pink in this blanket, so I took all the pink out. But I didn't have enough yarn. I was not even halfway through it, and I had like no yarn left. And these other colors were just not gonna go with, I only had 2 other cakes of this Mandala Sparkle, and this was not gonna go with the color scheme that I had going. And so I frogged it. And then I found, I actually did a Swancho last year using the stripes, no, it was the sparkle and the sequin. And I frogged that too. I frogged that to take the yarn from it because it was ill-fitting. I didn't like it. It didn't flow. It wasn't good. Anyway, so I frogged her. But let me get these cakes out so you can see. So what I'm gonna do is to make this a little more airy. Instead of using a G 4mm crochet hook, I'm gonna use an I like Iglesias. And so you guys remember that was all the yellow and the orange. So this I have, so what I did, let me see how am I gonna do this. Juan is so good about doing all of this, holding all these freaking cakes. So I got all of these, and what I'm gonna do is, so these will be on one end, and then, no. These will be on one end, and then these will be on the other. And when I laid it out, you'll see, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I think now if I hook up, see, I knew that was gonna happen. Stupid knit picks. Ball winder. Garbage. But I still use it because it's okay. It's okay. It's for the house. But so yeah, let me try that again. I am good. Yeah, so I'm gonna start over, bigger hook, more yarn, and put all this together. So there we go. Yeah, I was so sad I frogged that. It was like, I was about 30, I was at about 32 inches of my 42 before I was gonna start my decreases, but I knew I wouldn't have enough yarn. So I'm gonna do that. And then I also, because I was mad, and in my Nana June, in memory of Nana June ball sack, I picked some stuff. Hold on, I see my other bag. I have some fleck. I had some fleck yarn. Leaker. And I have some of this Big Twist Living in black to go with it. See, there's little black and brown flecks in there. And then I had 3 skeins of this. It is Red Heart Super Saver Pooling. And I have 3 of them. So I figured that these would all look really good together. It's like red and gray, and it almost looks like there might be some blue in there. That looks a little blue right there. Let's look. What's the name? Hot Pooling. No, it's yeah, HAUTE, like hot pooling. En suerto, hote. Whatever. But anyway, love it. So I have 3 of those. So I thought that would be a really nice Stony Brook blankie. So I put that in there. But then I was like, you know what? Like I said, I found that Swancho that was just sitting in the I'm not ever gonna wear this bin, and I frogged it. I sat there last night and frogged it. What it was 2 of those Virus Meets Granny shawls, triangular shawls that I sewed together and then made a Swancho. Yeah, I didn't like it. I do have the top triangle that I could add back if I can find some yarn to go with it. It's like that rainbow mandala. It's really hard to find. And it's probably never gonna match because the colorway, I bought that, God, 5 years ago. So yeah, good luck matching that one. But what's that sparkle? Pixis. Okay, put in there. But all right, so that is it for me, yo. I think, yeah, let me look at my list. I talked about it all. Luck of the draw. Yep. And then we're gonna do, like I said, I'm working on my Stony Brook blankies. I'll have 2 of those going right now. And then, yeah, that's it. All right, so we're gonna be ready for Luck of the Draw tomorrow, week 9 at 7 a.m. Pacific time, left coast time. And oh, he need this one too. Love that kaleidoscope stitch. I can't even, you guys. It's so pretty. But I turned it around. I showed just the back during the live. So here's what the front looks like. I was telling you, I made a real big section of that kaleidoscope. So pretty. Oh, and then you can see the little flowery thing there. Love it. You didn't see that end. Shh, don't tell Mama Swift. She'll get me. All right. So thank you guys for joining me for my rambling and my antics and my banter. I hope I made at least 2 of you giggle. I'll giggle the whole time. I guess that's all that matters. I'll sit here and laugh at myself. All right, that's it. That's it for me. I'm going. I'm coming, honey. I'm gonna come. My knitting is like, come watch Yellowstone and knit. That's what I'm fit to do. Oh, homie Nomi. Homie Nomi. I got my homie Nomi back. I found my homie Nomi. Y'all remember homie Nomi? Oh. Homie Nomi says, stitches make beautiful things. Because that's what I'm fitting to do. Bye.